right, I want to get to this because I know this is going to take a while. But Candace Owens.
White Candace Owens.
Oh, she's white Candace Owens. Oh, that's right. Was on Tucker's show yesterday, and I skipped to the part, the part that I. Oh, did you find me the Harvard timestamp, Virgie?
Yeah, it's 19 minutes exactly.
Okay.
By the way, legally speaking, it's not a show.
Oh, sorry. Tucker's blog.
There you go.
Tucker's.
Hey, we're looking out for you, bud.
Tucker's personal blog, Fox.
His personal blog gets 40 million views in a day.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Tucker.
It's your boy Tucker 419, and we're coming at you.
Yo, smash that like button, hit the notification bell.
He's opening up Pokemon cards and hanging out on Omegle.
Oh my God, can you imagine?
Yes, it could be right. That's usually a tell. And speaking of, so I was out of the country yesterday, and didn't have adequate internet access on the plane to really follow this, and I don't understand the context exactly, but. The internet was dominated yesterday by video of Ben Shapiro, who you work with at the Daily Wire. I think it's fair to say attacking you. Here's the video. I just want to get your reaction to it.
Yes, the question was about Candace Owens. I think her behavior during this has been disgraceful. Without a doubt. I can't know that. Yeah, I mean, she still works for my company. And I think she's been absolutely disgraceful. I think that her faux sophistication on these particular issues has been ridiculous. It's not faux sophistication, it's ridiculous.
Look at the woman in the corner going like, with her mouth open.
That is kind of funny. Even some people there are like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah, they're like,
wrong, how you were wrong. I haven't seen it. But to call somebody, quote, absolutely disgraceful, particularly a coworker, seems like a pretty big step. And I really don't know the background here. What is that about?
You know, there isn't much of a background. I saw the video when everybody else saw it when I woke up.
No one warned you about it.
Nobody warned me about it. It looks like
like the USS Liberty or 9/11.
Yeah,
or Pearl Harbor.
How far back we want to go?
You want JFK?
Honestly, the Civil War.
The Civil War.
Really gonna be,
the Civil War.
You know I forget the guy's name. Somebody can look it up for me. But it was the guy that was in Jefferson Davis's ear the whole time during the Confederate War was some Jewish banker.
No way.
I got one for you. Can you name a war that the U.S. has been involved in since World War II, or actually just any war on the fucking face of the planet since World War II? That hasn't started with a false flag operation?
No, we know that. I mean, that's pretty standard. Pretty standard behavior.
Maybe he didn't know he was being recorded. It looks like it was some sort of a private event. I got no clarity on the issue that he was.
Oh, someone else brought up October 7th.
There you go.
Speaking on, and
they do it to themselves.
I can't respond to it beyond what he's saying because it's just ad hominem attacks. I don't know.
Yeah, because it's not, we disagree, or I don't think she's correct, or maybe she doesn't know what she's talking about. It's absolutely disgraceful.
Yeah, exactly. And so I can't respond to it on a level of intellect because there's nothing that he has expressed in that, at least in that short clip, that he fundamentally disagrees with in terms of what I said. But I will say that I'm not going to respond with the same ad hominem attacks. Yes. I don't think it helps further discussion. And if that was me, that was caught on a video saying that about colleagues that I work with, I would be embarrassed. So I think that the video speaks more to Ben's character than it speaks to mine.
Has he texted you to apologize or explain or anything?
No, nothing. I haven't heard a single word. It just was sort of something that he said.
He's emotional. Ben's being emotional.
Yeah, I thought Fax didn't care about your feelings.
Wow, he's being a woman. You're being an emotional woman, Benifer.
And you know what? Ben and I have many disagreements, so I don't think that that's particularly something that's interesting. We disagreed on the COVID vaccine. We disagree on Ukraine and Russia. He has taken virtually every stance that has been the opposite of mine on every issue over the last 5 years. So I don't think that that's particularly remarkable.
Vaccine. Really, I didn't remember that.
Yeah.
You did. He did. Hold on. He did. He did remember.
You think he's just doing this on purpose? Really? What did he say? What did he say?
Oh, wow. What? Let's remind people.
It's better you say it.
It's better if you say just what happened.
What happened?
He'd be a great interrogator, actually. Really? What did he say?
Yeah, I would imagine when he's interrogating, there's a lot of this squinting going on.
Yeah.
Like,
What did he say?
That speaks to mine.
Has he texted you to apologize or explain or anything?
No, nothing. I haven't heard a single word. It just was sort of something that he said. And you know what? Ben and I have many disagreements.
Andrew Clavin sent me a one-word text message. It just said cunt.
I don't know what that meant. I don't know what that meant. I don't know what that meant.
Video speaks more to Ben's character than it speaks to mine.
Has he texted you to apologize or explain or anything?
No, nothing. I haven't heard a single word. It just was sort of something that he said. And you know what? Ben and I have many disagreements, so I don't think that that's particularly something that's interesting. We disagreed on the COVID vaccine. We disagree on Ukraine and Russia. He has taken virtually every stance that has been the opposite of mine on every issue over the last 5 years. So I don't think that that's particularly
on the COVID
remarkable.
Vaccine. Really, I didn't remember that.
Yeah, he was pro the COVID vaccine. I was anti the vaccine. You know, we were all idiots for not getting the vaccine. So that's totally fine. I am totally.
That was the word used.
He said,
"Don't be an idiot."
Right. I would hope that amongst colleagues that it would always be a civil disagreement, and I would never in a private event stand on a table and talk badly about Ben.
The stand on a table was a shock because he's short. That was a short joke. That was a way to say it where she'd go, I wasn't making saying you were short. You were on a table though, weren't you? You were standing on a table.
He was standing on a table.
Yeah.
I would say
it's a little weird. So he was on the left on those three biggest issues of our time. Is what you're saying.
Ooh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
You know what I love?
Hey, you know what, Tucker? It's pretty anti-Semitic of you.
Yeah, it is. But you know what I love? That all these people that, you know, have always been above the fray, you know, like we're real, like this is all journalism and whatever, like the Ben Shapiro's and Daily Wire, the Candace Owens, not even on Tucker Carlson. It went from a bunch of idiots screaming at each other, like on Killstream, for example, to now they're doing it. Now they're taking the gimmick and they're doing it on like for major networks and millions of people. These used to be the news. This used to be the news.
The spirit of the blood god has escaped into the regular world now.
Oh my
it's
God!
Broken containment.
Oh my God!
The blood god has broken containment.
Holy shit, dude!
he has converted his opinions. He's accepted responsibility. He said, you know, I was wrong about the vaccine.
Oh, good.
He is
good for him.
He's such a passive-aggressive fucking guy. I've always said about
good for
Tucker.
him. Good for him, really.
Tucker is one of those guys like that I know could make me lose my cool.
Good
Like
for him.
I would jump over a fucking table at Tucker if he was like being that smug with me. Like he's so good at it. You know what I mean? So I love when it's directed at shitty people because it's very fun to watch.
This is fucking hilarious.
You know, obviously pro pharma. His mom's a doctor, and I say to people, I'm very aware of my perspectives on big pharma, and I talk about it on my show openly. And I think that that's a tremendous credit to the Daily Wire that they allow a difference of opinions. But I would, as I said, hope that
somebody in the chat says I'm a centrist and can't stand her name, whatever her name is, Candace Owens. Well, you know her name, and also, yeah, no one's made fun of Candace Owens more than us. What are you talking?
We were pioneers.
Are you kidding me?
Go back. We were making fun of her. We had like Bunty King on in like the fucking one of the first 20 episodes of the show, and we just ripped her apart.
But that
back when she was Red Pill Black.
But that being said,
she's right now.
She's right now, and there's nobody we you know who we hate more than Candace Owens? Ben Shapiro.
It's just look, it's two people we hate. One we hate slightly less, and they're fighting to the death. We're not saying that either one of them's the good guy. We're saying let them cook. That's all. Just let them fight.
But in this situation too, everything she's saying is correct.
it would remain respectful, and that you wouldn't throw your colleagues under a bus, so to speak, in a private setting.
I think that's fair. And just for clarity, because I really don't know, is he your boss? Does he?
I think there's a lot of misunderstanding about Ben's involvement.
It's so awesome Ben gave her the high ground.
Thank you, Jim Anworth, because there's a hierarchy of hate around here. We have a hierarchy of hate.
Learn who we hate the most.
I know you're new, but learn the pyramid, brother.
Ben's not even at the top, really, but he's up there.
Yeah.
But, you know, there's probably people we hate even more than Ben.
I mean, a couple, I believe. Yeah, I think so.
He is not making the day-to-day decisions at the Daily Wire. And
oh, this was shade. Sorry, I wanted to make sure we covered. This is shade. Listen to this.
Is he your boss? Does he?
I think there's a lot of misunderstanding about Ben's involvement. He's not the CEO of the Daily Wire. He is not making the day-to-day decisions at the Daily Wire. And I do want to make it very clear because people are like, how could you possibly stay at Daily Wire after this?
This is the shade.
I have a very good relationship with the co-CEOs of the Daily Wire. Especially right now, the acting CEO is Caleb Robinson. He's a wonderful person. He's worked very hard to be where he's at. We have a lot in common that we connect on. And so people don't get to see that, which is unfortunate. You know, Ben lives in Florida. He's not a part of the day-to-day movement of the Daily Wire. You know, the rest of the hosts have their shows situated in Nashville. So
like we're like a big family over there, and Ben's, you know, hiding out in Florida. Everything she's saying is factually true, but she's doing it in a very well, she's a woman, passive-aggressive way as taking shots at him.
Each other every day. We talk. There's great camaraderie. And there's actually more agreement. There's actually a lot of people that are, as I describe myself, just pro-America first. And I think I've been that way consistently throughout my political career. Whether people agree with it or not in different moments is up for debate. But I don't want that video to become a reflection of how the Daily Wire works and the Daily Wire operates, because I have had a very good experience with the CEOs, and, you know, love Michael Knowles, love Matt Walsh, Andrew Craven. We all get
Look, someone has to.
along really great.
Well, certainly speak.
Yeah, okay. If you love them, eat their chocolate on camera.
Yeah, tell us how good it
And
is.
don't
and pay
cringe.
for it.
Yes.
Speaks well of the Daily Wire then. So it's not, I mean, a clip like that.
By the way,
on the internet.
wait
Oh,
to
Candace Owens is out.
Way to just, leave Brett Cooper out. Throw a little shade there too.
She actually does throw her in a little later.
Oh, does she?
Or something. That's
Yeah.
not, doesn't sound like that's what it means. At all.
Yeah, no, it's a it's a small group of people. We see each other every day.
Right.
Brett Cooper is another one
Oh, there you go.
who just joined about 2 years ago. She's great. She's up and coming.
See, what she's doing is, it's an isolation tactic.
Oh yeah, no, she is.
We
I
all know
exactly
what she's doing. You
doing.
all see what
Yeah.
she's doing. It's an isolation tactic where you surround. You tell Ben, you're not even here. We have lunch and stuff every day. Brett, you're the one you little joke around with because she looks like you. Yeah, but she's in Nashville and like we've been talking and.
I think Candace is buying pizzas every once in a while.
Oh
for the
yeah.
crew. Just
No, not pizza. She walks in with donuts every day
Yeah, got the-
and goes,
and,
"Don't worry, they're cold." Oh wait, Ben's not here. It doesn't matter, and she puts him down,
and they all have a good laugh.
and they'll have a laugh, and they all laugh. Because the reason that they couldn't, the reason that they couldn't order shawarma, it wasn't there anymore.
And hey, I know we ran out of K cups. I've just brought some from home.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
guys, we could cook bacon again if we want. We're allowed.
Man, Candace is really gonna win this.
It's gonna be really fun to watch.
She's so much
And-
better at it than him.
Hey, did you ever notice ever since Ben Shapiro left, there wasn't a kosher microwave anymore? That's pretty cool, huh? Wasn't that cool?
I had
There's
a
a lot of
ham
stuff
and
that works.
cheese sandwich yesterday, and nobody judged me for it.
Nope.
Working on, and that's why I think this video is even more unfortunate.
You know what I did Saturday? Shot out some emails because I'm not restricted like that.
That's hilarious.
because people see him.
Yeah, I'm
as
not
a figure-
hamstrung on a Saturday. I can get work done.
Had rightfully so, of the Daily Wire, and it allows people to, speak energy into the Daily Wire that isn't necessarily there because he's not there on a day-to-day basis.
Okay, that's very interesting. So if we could take 3 steps back and give us the context for this debate, how are you on different sides of it?
Well, he's
Right.
Jewish, so he feels entitled to all of our foreign aid, and he feels that we should just blindly support a country that's been a liability to us for 20 years. And I disagree.
And I'm a black I'm a black woman, so I'm not going to shut up.
Yeah, exactly.
This is a fight
Yeah.
we're having here, and I'm a black woman, so I'm not going to shut up. So
I heard you endorsing Hamas, like you're not. No.
Well, I have not endorsed Hamas in any way, and yet people have interpreted things that I
am endorsing Hamas right now with some pine nuts, like some chili, delicious.
No, that's hummus. You're thinking of hummus.
I got to write some emails. I made a mistake. I made a huge
that's
mistake.
a pretty big mistake.
I got us the wrong sponsorship. I apologize.
How much are they paying?
More than Borch Gold was.
Guys,
Let's hear him out.
I love Hamas.
Look, let's hear him out.
Look, I'll take the Jew
Say-
money too. You guys just haven't offered any yet.
Yeah, Birch Gold.
Yeah. You guys stopped running ads with us, so we would have dialed it back.
or actually rather things that I don't say. It's becoming very much reminiscent to me, and why I have used my platform to say this, of Black Lives Matter, where if you don't say anything, they say your silence is violence. If you say something and it's even-handed and it's nuanced, which is to say, during the times of Black Lives Matter, you might say, I don't support.
And she's right. She's saying what we were saying yesterday, which is like, you're all are sounding exactly like fucking leftist lunatics. You're all sounding the same way. You're doing the same thing. You're telling people, shut up, not picking a side doesn't matter. Did you see it was a gif of a DJ Khaled, and he was dancing, and it's like DJ Khaled moving away from actually taking a stance on this so he could still sell records. It was very funny. It was very funny.
That's hilarious. Has he been like not
Quiet,
saying-
just
yeah.
quiet.
Well, yeah.
Quiet. He's smart. He's smart to be quiet. Make money.
From Instagram, and you maybe were busy that day. Maybe you were in another country. Maybe you just didn't log on to Instagram. You were accused of being a racist. I'm seeing a lot of that behavior right now when it comes to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, a conflict that I have seen every single person, including myself, condemn what happened on October 7th. Because who wouldn't condemn terrorism? It's obvious. Who would not condemn innocent?
Oh, us when it's happening in Yemen. Sorry, I thought. Yeah, we don't.
Or Libya.
We don't. Yeah, or Libya. There's a lot of places we don't condemn it.
Palestine. Not really doing a lot of condemning of that, are we? A lot of dead babies. Lots of dead kids.
Dying. But if you then say that it is also sad when an innocent Palestinian child dies, suddenly this is pro-Hamas, or you need to say, even when you're talking about how sad it is that a child dies, you need to button that statement by saying, but that child was a human shield. That's not going to be my response. First off, as a mother, that's not going to be my response as somebody who is about to give birth.
Yeah, you're not a mother yet. It didn't make it yet. Calm down, bitch.
It'll get there.
Children involved on both sides of the conflict. I've pointed to the people that are mocking dead Israeli children and said that they are horrific. I am even keel on this matter, and yet people think that you need to be extreme. So people that have become more radical and extreme are perceiving a moderate stance as not enough. And
because I was about to say, you don't. People can disagree with you or agree with you or whatever, but you certainly don't seem radical on this topic.
She's not skateboarding. That's how I know she's not.
Yeah, dude.
And you see, to get the other timestamp, 19 exactly. You said, right? Okay, so
yeah, it's right where it starts.
And Mercer's brought this up before the show, and I did see this, and I didn't grab it, but here we go. I'll move it up a little bit. Give me a second.
Man, Twitter is so good. Their video is so good.
I should have just pulled it up on YouTube.
Their streaming is so good.
I have to refresh now. Sorry, guys.
In 16.
Don't worry, this is going to replace YouTube.
On college campuses hasn't changed. Did you not remember what they were saying? What professors were saying?
However,
in New York City right now, that is explicit anti-white racism that is happening. And I covered it on my show extensively. Nobody cared. There was no bus calling these kids anything wrong. And so trying to explain that of why people maybe are not reacting with the amount of vigor that you would like to see is now being interpreted as anti-Semitism. So everyone's being called anti-Semitism.
It's a little bit like watching the city of San Francisco in the week before Xi Jinping shows up become totally clean, sparkling clean. There are no junkies or rapists on the street. And you feel like asking the authorities, well, wait, you had the power to do this, but you didn't? You had the power to stop racism at Harvard, but you didn't? Why are you not a criminal, actually, for allowing that? I don't have you asked anybody this? Have you asked a donor this? I've been trying to get one on the show. I support what you're doing. It's great. Don't pay for what you don't like. But you did like the white genocide stuff. You're kind of okay with that.
I've even asked, did you use your platform to speak out against it? Because I've been speaking out against this for years. And now you're demanding that I use my platform to focus on a conflict that's overseas.
Yeah.
And the answer I tend to get is no. I didn't talk about what was happening. I didn't realize it was happening. So it actually is quite a selfish viewpoint, which we all have. We're all guilty of it.
I get it.
We write ourselves into the storyline. How is this going to impact me? And that is, I think, is why it feels existential for other people and not existential for people that have been dealing with this for the last decade.
I know, but it's a pretty simple principle that, existed at 54, I can tell you, in this country for a long time. Certainly from, say, the Civil Rights Act until, 15 years ago. You're not allowed to attack people on the basis of their race in public.
You are now. You are now. And that's where we are now.
Yeah. Well, it's nice to see people having these conversations.
It's nice to see fucking people, saying stuff that when we were saying it years ago, we were getting fucking in trouble.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know.